The following Toku Podcastu contains spoilers from both past and present tokusatsu, anime, manga, movies and other related media. If you do not wish to be spoiled, we suggest turning off the podcast now. Otherwise, please enjoy the show.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Toku Podcast, the best show about tokusatsu you probably never heard of. As always, I'm your host AJ, that's Jay.
Some kind of alcohol pun. I'm too tired.
You could have said you were too drunk.
Well,
And that's Phil.
I am back from performing Shakespeare.
And you just watched Shakespeare.
this was Shakespearean acting.
in some realm, yes. So, before we get into what we're going to talk about, time for a pause for the cause. As usual, time to chill. So, first off, if you'd like to support us financially, do consider supporting us on PayPal for a shout out. $1 or more gets you a regular shout out. $5 or more gets you a plug. $10 or more gets you the satisfaction of giving us $10. Or if you don't want to do that, you can always give us a shout and a review on iTunes, and that will also get you a shout out as well. Of course, as well, if you don't want to do any of that and you want to get a free audiobook on us, and we still get paid, so don't worry about it, go check out audible.com, which you get a free audiobook and 30-day free trial of their service. And of course, if you don't like the service, you can cancel it and you can keep the book. So it's a win-win. Really, we all win. We're winners here. We're all winners.
Yay.
Let's open up some wine. And speaking of wine, that's a great fucking segue. Let's talk about Kamen Rider G, because Toei fucking isn't.
Well, because they can't talk about him. But yeah, G. He's
So, yeah, I was going to say, so Jay, explain to us laymen, us small-minded peasants who do not know what G is. What the fuck is this?
So, Kamen Rider G. So there is a band called, was a band called SMAP, who were a Japanese boy band group from like the early 90s up until about a year or two ago. So they had their own little like TV show. I think it was like, I don't remember what the hell it was called. SMAP Station, SMAP X, SMAP. I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
SMAP Crackle Pop.
So they would do these like challenge things, you know, the kind of like the Batsu games of Gaki no Tsuga and stuff like that. And so one of them, they remember Goro Inagaki. Yeah, Inagaki. He's like, I want to make a Kamen Rider show. So he commissioned Toei and got the normal writer crew to help him make a little 15-minute Kamen Rider parody for their little TV show there. So it's this weird self-aware writer parody that's got like all like the usual tropes and comedy bits, and like it's basically all just one big like goofy love letter to Kamen Rider.
More so the Showa era of anything.
Yeah, it's very very much like a Showa show where you go Showa show. You know, you've got the remodeled human from the evil terrorist guys, and
he's literally a cyborg. So.
Yeah, and he fights the monsters. But you got the Heisei bits in there too. He's got a lot of like the mannerisms and like some of the costume design elements. Fucking uses the soundtrack in monster suits from Kabuto.
I mean, shit. The suit would not be out of place in Fies. I mean, it even does the whole like.
Oh yeah,
weird,
it's got like
CG line
the
down the
Fies
legs.
Tron line bits. It's got the Kabuto belt. It's like a mishmash of like 5 different writers.
Yeah, and honestly, because again, I've never seen this completely. I think the version I saw, which I'm pretty sure it was the low shitty quality version that was like that had the commentary over and everything.
Yeah.
Even then. Yeah. So if you guys don't know, there's actually 2 versions of this. The version we saw, it's an actual subbed version. It's actually from the TV screening. Like then there's no commentary over it. The version that a lot of other people have seen that I know of. It's one from, I believe it's just a regular like morning talk show, I think.
No, yeah, there was they had initially broadcasted the episode on their show live, and they did commentary over it like they do with variety shows where you get the hosts kind of talking over the segment. So it's basically just SMAP watching their bit and then making jokes about it. And it's fun. It's a nice little bit. And then there was an archived version that doesn't have the dialogue over it too. So that's this version we watched. The commentary one's a little harder to find. I think only like TV Nihon subbed it anyways, and it's very low quality anyways because it's a recording of a TV broadcast from 2009.
Yeah. It's funny because I mean if it's that hard to find, I mean I must have gotten lucky because this was on YouTube. Then again,
I mean
this was like on those. This was like
YouTube, of course, but it's that's
shitty ass quality
streaming of a recording of a TV Nihon encode of a 2009 TV broadcast, which is at that level you might as well just be watching it through a camcorder on the other side of your house.
You'd be better off just pressing your eye to the screen and trying to make out what's going on.
Pretty much.
But honestly, like looking into the show itself, and well, not looking into it, but watching the show itself, honestly, for 15 fucking minutes, it made me really want to like say, I want more of this because it's so fun. It's like I said, it's of course there's like the Heisei stuff in it, but it's like it really is almost a love letter to Showa and Showa era storytelling with Heisei sentiment or like basically a modernized way of like shooting and filming. Honestly, I'd be down for that. Because I mean, you could say we technically had that with Amazon's, but Amazon's is a Heisei show just using a Showa name.
Yeah, something like G definitely could work where it's like even if it's like a 1 or 2 episode thing or even like a movie, it's just like a Showa throwback with the Heisei filming styles, and it's something like
yeah,
could
I
work.
love
There's
it.
definitely an audience for it. It's
just keep it no way from
that
it.
Doesn't make money because it's not for kids. So Toei doesn't
Keep it no way in it. I want Inoue to write this.
You want Inoue to write this?
Yes, because Inoue is a crazy son of a bitch who's probably gonna stab me, and he doesn't even know me. But god damn it, I'd love
Inoue
it.
Looks like he would stab you.
He would. He would stab me as a warning. That's the type of person this boy is. But god damn it, he can write a story. Look, I have been proven. Usually. As soon as vampires get in the fucking mix, all bets are off. But
as long as somebody's keeping an eye on Inoue, he's good. As we have discussed multiple times.
It's funny, like looking back on like all the shows he's done, like it's really weird how, and I know people are gonna look at me weird. It's funny how like Inoue has so much of like Zack Snyder in the sense of he can do fun stuff when people are keeping an eye on him, but give him free reign, you are fucked.
Yeah, he's definitely the less restriction he has, the worse he puts out kind of guy, and it's a shame too. But enough about Inoue. Let's
right? He didn't even write this.
Yeah. You know what? Let's have Phil try to do a recap. He never does the recaps.
Oh.
What recap?
What recap? We just watched the show.
Well, Phil, tell us, Phil, in your Shakespearean ways, you Broadway son of a bitch. What was this show? How was it?
Truth be, this performance was that of the nobleman named Goro, brainwashed into being cyborg of the heavens above, realizing after drinking wine that he was evileth and falleth down, maketh his girlfriend, his wife, and his daughter. He becomes Warrior G.
Hold on a second. I think we're going a little. I don't think that's what happened in this. Are you sure about that?
I'm trying
to.
Wait,
Phil. You lost me at make her his wife and his daughter. What the fuck happened there?
Okay, that's actually a line from Richard III, which I just did. It's
in
reference to the show.
To be fair, To be fair, I thought you were gonna go full Shakespeare and just do it in Old English, and I was like, oh god.
I can't do it.
God.
I can't do it in middle. I can't do it in Old Middle English. I can't.
To be fair, not many people can. But yeah, as Phil basically described, I mean that the plot. I mean, Phil was putting on the whole Shakespearean thing, but really it's that simple. Like he gets fucking brainwashed, cyborg. His wife is like, smell the wine, and he smells it, and he's like, oh well, shit. I guess I'm not evil.
He beats some dudes up, and then the worms show up for some reason.
Yeah.
And then Decade shows up for some reason, and then he kills a guy, and then it ends.
And then Toei never talks about him again.
And then Toei never talked about him again because they're not legally allowed to.
Or that amazing weapon that he got, a cheese knife.
Oh my god, his fucking sword. So let's actually describe. Let's describe fucking G in like the suit and his weapon. So G is a very simple suit where he has the G's on his eyes. Like the eyes make his G. He has the O because his name is Goro. I think he actually has something that looks like an R in the back, doesn't he?
It kind of looks like an R that stretches out. I'm not really sure. You don't really get a good look at it.
And of course he has the whole G thing. He has the weird single leg Tron line. And of course his belt is a bottle opener for wine, but it's like the smallest wine bottle in the world. It's more like a wine cooler.
Yeah, it's just got like a little wine cooler bottle that he uses to transform. It's adorable. Then he's got
I want that belt.
Same.
Me too. I think everybody would pay good money for the G belt.
Toei, get on that.
And as Phil said, he has a fucking bottle opener for a sword.
It's got a little corkscrew at the bottom too. It's great.
And a cheese knife on the top.
I don't think it was a cheese knife. That looked like a pry for a cork, or like a bottle of.
It might have been.
I could see that.
It might have been.
It definitely did have a corkscrew at the bottom though, which is hysterical.
It's so. Again, this entire show, or I shouldn't even say a show. This entire little mini-sode is so condensed in little things that catch you off guard or make you laugh, and it's like, I'm sorry, I'm just enjoying this. This is like, I don't care if it doesn't make sense. Who fucking cares? It's 15 minutes of just Toei not giving a shit.
Yeah, it's literally just like 15 minutes of this boy band dude fucking around and having Toei pay for it.
This 30-year-old man in a boy band.
Yeah, I say boy band. They're all like mid-30s, but that's just.
It's like watching NSYNC on Power Rangers. It's like, you just don't do this, man. but yeah, like, and as we said, like, the one of the funniest things in the show, honestly, if you're somebody who really likes writer actors or even behind the scene people, you're gonna have a fucking field day, because you're gonna be pointing out, oh, that's Kaisa, oh shit, that's Jiro, oh shit, that's fucking Kaido, oh my god, why are all these people here?
Yeah, and then there's you see some suit actors, you see some the usual background suspects occasionally. It's a nice little, oh hey, I recognize that guy moment.
Yeah, it's you even see Edeko, or what's his fucking name?
Itoku, the standard secondary writer suit actor up until like
Itoku coming back from his fucking sword fighting lessons.
Well, fortunately he doesn't have to sword fight in this because he dies.
He learned sword fighting at the he learned fucking sword fighting in archery class.
Pretty much.
Also, for anyone who doesn't know, Itoku. Actually, do you want to fucking explain it? Because I think we've said this before, but you want to explain what happened with this guy? Just to fucking say it.
Yeah, I'm sure we've talked about it a bit, but his performance as Baron was so embarrassing that they basically demoted him for a couple of years. There's a reason he stopped being the secondary writer suit actor.
Because he used a fucking lance as a goddamn sword.
Using your weapons wrong is a sign of strength.
Shut up, Coda. I'm using this mace as a spear. It works. See, if we got that as Kaito, I think I would have been a lot nicer to Guy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, and like I said, like it's a variable who's who of actors. I mean, hey, you even get to see another Kiva before G or before Zio.
Yeah, which is funny because we bring up Inoue there. He wrote that episode. She was in that. She was in this. Granted, she was in this because if I remember correctly, she was dating Goro at the time. So fair enough. You know,
there you
it's
go.
reasonable enough.
But that woman has not aged.
Oh no,
She hasn't.
She's not.
I think if anything, she's only gotten pale.
She's aged like fine wine. Get it?
Oh,
Yeah.
how fitting.
Mwah.
I see what you did there.
The fight scenes are good. I mean, there's the one where he's untransformed and it's very obviously a stunt double, which they make fun of in the commentary version where they're like, "Oh, come on, Goro's bragging about how cool he looks." It's like, "Oh, that was the stunt guy, right?" He's just like, "Yeah."
Stop making fun of me, guys. I did a flip.
Yeah, I did a cool flip, guys. Come on.
I can do sick kick flips. You can't.
I can spin it. I can spin on an axis in the air.
But yeah, like there with this again with this. Honestly, it's one of those things where I just kind of say go watch it because it's so. Again, it is.
I mean, it's 15 minutes long. You're really not wasting any time watching this.
You're basic like you said, like you're not wasting any time, and it's not hard to find either. It's 15 minutes. You get in, you watch it, you have a couple of laughs, and then you go, God damn it, what the fuck? Why can't Toei talk about this?
Well, there is a reason for that, and it's because they don't own G technically.
Which is weird.
Well, it's sort of how it's due to the nature of how it was aired and the fact that it was created through the band there, and it's basically, even though Toei created it and it was using their IP and everything, they don't fully own the character, which is why they can't like reference him or like make merch of him or like do anything with him at all. Well, yeah, I mean up until Zio there, where they fucking brought him back for the movie somehow.
Yeah, by the way, if you don't know, G comes back in Overquarter. Why? Don't fucking ask questions.
Oh yeah, don't ask questions.
They have a fucking stop motion Kuga in it. Like, don't ask questions here. All right? Yeah. Just accept the fact that he's back, and we don't know how. Who knows? Maybe Snap or what the fuck is their name?
Snap.
Crap. Maybe they're just like, we don't want him anymore. You can have him.
Well, SMAP doesn't technically exist anymore. They broke up like 2 or 3 years ago, so.
Well, someone's got to own the fucking rights.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the problem, is that it's not that Toei can't use him, it's just that since they don't own him, they need to get permission to use him, and it's, you know, why bother if they can't really do anything with him or make merch or blah blah blah. They're not getting as much money. I'm sure Goro is busy anyway, so it's not like he can come back regardless.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, who?
Yeah.
I wonder of the band who actually owns that.
I assume
or is it just
it's
like maybe the band in general?
I assume it's either the band in general or their studio or whoever. Whatever the case, Toei does not have full ownership of G, and that's why they basically can't do anything with him up until most recently, where they managed to somehow. Which is why I've been like, which is why up until now I've been like so annoyed when people are like, oh, well, they should bring G back. Like, they can't. They couldn't bring him back. They don't own him, which is why it's so weird that Zio comes back, because now I look like an asshole. But it's still like, how the fuck?
Because Toei is very selective when they give a shit. Because there was another one, the fucking parody writer they brought in for fucking Kamen Rider, for fucking Zio. What was his name?
No Rider. Yeah, they
No
fucking
Rider.
brought.
Yeah, they brought him. Like, what? Like, Toei is very specific when they care, because for Over the Quartzer, it was like, yeah, screw it, just bring in anybody. So they have Brain, they have Mach, they have Krim. Then the weird shit starts coming in. They got fucking they got fucking stop motion manga Kuga. They get No Rider, and they get G. Like, then again, I guess it was like a thing of like, well, this is like the last shot we ever have to really use these guys for it to make sense. So, fuck it. There you go.
It's fair enough. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's another thing too, is that there's no real way to work him in where it makes any sense. I mean, obviously, it's not like they have ever cared enough about it making sense before, but that's besides the point.
They definitely don't give a shit about it making sense now. After Zeo.
That's definitely true. Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I mean it's funny because we're technically speaking about G. We're talking about G on its 10th like anniversary year. I don't know exactly when it came out.
It aired during Decade. I don't remember when. I'm going to assume that because they're using the worm suits around when they were filming.
It was today.
Actually, well, I mean, I don't know. Let me check the air date. January 31st, 2009. So right at the very like beginning of the year.
Oh, so we already passed. Well, the fuck, it's 10 years old. It's shit. It's
Pretty
10
much.
years old. Oh man, are they still in a boy band? But yeah, it's no, there. But yeah, like honestly, I mean, this is to be a short one, but legitimately, just go fucking watch it. Like it's again, 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. There's nothing. You're not wasting your time. You're not gonna feel like you wasted your time, and it's all just in good fun. Like you don't take it seriously. It's all in good fun.
It really is.
Yeah, even if you like, it's honestly just one big love letter to like Showa and Heisei stuff, as we mentioned there. So there's no reason really not to watch it because it's just like a big like goofy little joke series. So like who even bothers? Who even cares? Just watch it.
Yeah, it's kind of like when I it's kind of like when I tell people to go watch Kanpai Senshi After 5. Yeah, it's not like
absolutely.
it's not a real Sentai series, but it's fun.
It is.
Go watch it, you know?
AJ got me into it when I was back in college.
Oh, it was fucking great. We gotta. I hope, is that actually on the wheel, because it has to.
It should be on the wheel.
I'm gonna check because we need to do the wheel now anyway. Like.
Sorry, go on.
Kanpai Senshi After 5 is great. Let me just get the wheel up, actually. And if it's not there, I'm going to put it myself, because fuck it! We need that on the fucking wheel, because it's fucking Kanpai Senshi After 5, man. It's fucking great. But yeah, while we're talking about that, I guess, final thoughts, guys. Final thoughts.
I mean, there's really not much to say. It's a little goofy special starring some musician who basically convinced Toei to make it for him, starring him.
Yeah.
It's got a decent fight scene. You know, obviously it's on that writer budget, so it's, you know, it's using costumes, it's using music. I mean, it's straight up just using the soundtrack of like Kabuto and I think Faiz too.
Yeah, I think I might have heard a couple of those.
Yeah, I mean, it's they just straight up film it in the TV Asahi offices for most of it, which is hilarious. It's basically just one big like just go watch it. It's fun. It's 15 minutes. You're not really wasting any time watching it or not.
I loved it. It's I've been looking forward to this one for a long time.
I know you love the motif. Well, basically just the whole idea around it.
Yeah, it's a guy who is a cyborg and a former sommelier becoming a Kamen Rider, and the motif around the belt and stuff. It really is a lot of fun. You guys gotta watch it if you can. Like Jay said, you're not missing anything, and just have fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like everyone said, you know, I mean, it's we're basically repeating ourselves at that point. It's 15 minutes, you know. Again, you get in, you get out, then right afterwards you go get lunch. You can watch it on your fucking break. That's how short this thing is.
You could watch it twice on a break there. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, I guess with that being said, it's time. It is very much time for this goddamn wheel.
So, is it on the wheel or not?
No, I put it on there.
Good. Let's hope we get it.
Actually, wait a minute. You know what isn't on here either?
Red versus Blue?
Akiba Ranger.
Why That's fair. How is that not? I thought season 2 was on
Was it? No, Keyboard Ranger isn't on here.
I could have sworn you saw that. Never mind. I actually can't see what's on the wheel, anyways, so that's fair enough.
Hold on. Let me see, because if it's, I don't think it is. No. You might have seen someone put Precure. By the way, go fuck yourself. We're not doing Precure.
That's like
I want to watch Precure. Oh no, oh my god.
I'd rather
me.
I'd
Not
rather
watching that
watch
shit.
Cardcaptor Sakura than watch Precure.
At least Cardcaptor Sakura had that kind of okay dub theme.
I don't know. Sakura is like 10 times as gay, so I mean that's sort of a lateral move.
God damn it!
I like that. It's 10 times the gay.
It's a
that's
clamp
Marco Polo.
show. What the fuck do you expect?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not.
And I'm not even saying it's a bad thing. I love Sakura. I'm just saying that's like, it's seriously
No.
it's-
Fucking. I'm sorry. I speak of the devil. I put it on the list. We're doing Keyboard Ranger next week.
Yay!
Oh, that's beautiful.
I love it
fucking
when that
love it
happens,
this-
where we mention we should put something on the list and then it immediately gets picked.
Well,
We're
the last one that happened was like what?
I think that was like when we mentioned Spaceballs.
Yeah, it was Spaceballs, and then it happened, and I'm just like, all right.
We definitely didn't rig this.
You know what? It's great because I actually legitimately wanted to do a Keyboard Ranger because I haven't seen it in a long ass time.
I've never seen
So
it.
fuck it. Really?
Really?
Well, I mean,
I've seen parts
this
of
is
it.
short, right? This is
Yeah, it's like 13 episodes for the first season.
Yeah, and we're only gonna do season 1. We're not gonna do season 2 because we technically could, but I mean, what would be the fun in that? We can stretch stuff out, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah,
That makes
next
sense.
week. What the fuck? Like we do fucking writer parody, and now we're doing a Sentai parody. Probably the last good Sentai ever. But yeah, so
Those are fighting words, by the way.
Ooh.
well, I mean, what was during a Keyboard Ranger?
Go Busters.
I think like Go Busters.
Go Busters.
I don't fucking
Exactly, the
remember.
last good Sentai.
Okay, that's actually, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
Bam!
You win there.
Yeah.
Ha! Well, actually, no. I think Phil liked. You liked Zooker, didn't you? I don't even know. If you watched it. I don't know if anybody.
I watched
it.
Zyuohger.
I watched it.
It was.
We did a fucking episode on it.
Yeah, and I fell.
Did you?
I fell asleep.
Wait, did you?
We did. I fell asleep during it.
You were there.
I don't remember this at
Oh
all.
my god! I remember this. Oh god.
It was me and you. We did an episode. I swear to God.
What? I guess that just shows you how much I remember.
I could
that
have sworn
fucking
I was
show.
there too, but I think I fell asleep.
I think you were because you and Jay actually watched it. I didn't. Wow. Okay. I guess we did Zooker.
I'll be honest, Sentai has gone on a downward spiral. I wanted to like Ryu Soldier, but it's becoming so repetitious. I'm asking questions.
Welcome to Sentai.
It's like, we don't need another Red to be the center of attention. What the fuck is Gaisog up to? Why can't he be used more? What the fuck is the plot?
Well, with that being said, and with me having an extremely existential crisis about forgetting an entire episode we did, we're doing a Keyboard Ranger next week. So, as always, I'm Asia. That's Jay.
Bye.
That's Phil.
Alvitase so longest.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say arrivederci, but okay. But yeah, and again, if you ever want to come speak to us, yell at us, tell us our opinions are wrong, the Discord server is down below, so check that out. So yes, with that being said, we will see you guys next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye. And stop.